What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan Grubb here with Extreme.Outdoorsmen. If you guys are new here to the channel, make sure to go hit that subscribe button for me. Help me at 15,000 subs. I would really appreciate it. But as you guys can tell in the background, it is snowing. There is snow here in Michigan. It's been cold, I think below freezing the past week. So I can't really get out on the lakes and do any fishing around here. The ice isn't safe. I think maybe it should be safe, possibly like a week or two, maybe a month. Hopefully it stays cold here in Michigan and the ice gets thick so I can get out there and go ice fishing, set up some tip-ups. That would be awesome. I really love getting out there doing ice fishing videos for you guys. But in today's video, I just got a box in the mail and I am going to be going over my favorite lures on Shop Karls, or Karls Bait and Tackle. And also today's video is actually sponsored by Karls Bait and Tackle. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a fishing website where you can get some of the best fishing deals in the industry. There's all kinds of deals on there. You can get anything fishing related on the website, so I always go on there and order tackle. And if you create an account, there's also super good deals on Shop Karls. So I really like getting all my tackle, all my fishing lures on Shop Karls, and I'm going to be going over all my favorite lures that I get on Shop Karls, all the lures that I done super good this year on. Caught some PBs on some lures in here, so I'm pretty excited about today's video. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing a ton of fishing videos right now just because of the weather. So I'm going to be trying to do some unboxing videos and just try to get on some other videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy today's video and we will see you in a second. So right now, guys, I actually just got this box in the mail. And like I said, my favorite lures on Shop Karls are inside. So I wanted to go over a couple of the lures in the box and just show you guys all of my favorite lures that I get on Shop Karls. I've caught some super big fish on all these lures in here, some personal best smallmouth and largemouth bass on these lures in this tackle box. So in all these lures I did super good on this year. That's why I'm doing today's video. If you guys get any of these lures, I can guarantee you that you are gonna catch some absolute monsters. But starting off, me and my dad have been using these for a while now, is the Jackhammer Chatterbait, and we've done super good on that one right there. It's actually called Brett's Bluegill, and that gold blade is just phenomenal. Those largemouth bass love it. Even the smallmouth bass love these chatterbaits or jackhammers. They're just really nice lures. They work super good, got a ton of vibration in the water. And basically what you're doing with these lures, you're just casting out and letting it sink to the bottom, popping it off a couple times and reeling it in super slow. As a trailer, we usually have a Havoc Pit Boss on the back. And a lot of guys have different trailers, but we just love throwing that Havoc Pit Boss. Yeah, fish. Fish on. Yeah, holy crap. Maybe you get the camera. You know how to do it. Whoa. Alright guys, fish on. I just set the hook on a big one. That's a tank. Holy crap, probably a 4.5 pounder. Yeah. Looks like a big one. Check that out. Beautiful largemouth bass on the Jackhammer. They're destroying it right there, guys. Nice one. This is super fun getting out here back chasing some beautiful green fish, but he's a chunky one. He destroyed that jackhammer. He's barely hooked. Check that out. Just fell out of his mouth. But yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna weigh him real quick. Yeah, 4.3. That's a big one. Probably one of my biggest largies of the year. Almost a 4.5 pounder. Beautiful largemouth bass, guys. All right, we're gonna let him go. Nice. There he goes, back to the stumps. Next up is the Googan Squad Catch Go Filthy Frog. And if you watch my videos all summer long, all fall, even in the springtime, I caught small or largemouth bass on this frog right here. This frog, I probably caught over 100 largemouth on this up north with Blue Jays Outdoors. We threw frogs for probably, I don't even know, maybe like 4 or 5 months. It seemed like we were on a frog bite for a long time. And this frog right here caught me so many big bass. It's not even funny. And actually, if you guys want to get this frog, you can use my code on GooganSquad.com and you can get a discount. I think it's 10% off. So make sure to use my code Extreme on Googan Squad's website and you can get this frog. So I really like this frog. Basically, you guys probably know how to use frogs, but they usually come with longer legs or tails, whatever you want to call it. I usually trim these down a little bit. They're pretty long right now when you first get them. But this frog is actually called the bullfrog color. And check out the bottom right there. I just really like the bottom. I think that's why this one gets bit so much. The bottom right there, it's just got a super cool pattern to it. And I think those largemouth bass love it. But I really like that one. You guys probably know how to work frogs. Just throw them out and pop it in super slow. You could even reel it in really slow. I really like to just throw it out and reel it in super slow over the pads, and those bass destroy it. Kept saying that. Oh, that's a tank.
Oh, dude.
Did you see that fish?
That was a big one.
I was like, oh, he wants it. Oh, he just went for it again. Got him! Whoa! Oh, that's a toad. 3rd time's a charm, guys. That's crazy. He just went for it 3 times. Fish-o! Pretty crazy, too. I actually just threw up there. He missed it, threw up there again. He missed it again. 3 times, guys. He hit it the 3rd time, and he finally committed. And check that out. Holy crap. That was crazy, guys. On that Googan Squad frog, they're destroying it today. It's crazy. I've never really thrown this frog. I got it not too long ago. I think I ordered it on Karl's Bait and Tackle. But check that out. It's a really good frog, guys. It's got like orange, brown, yellow, green, all kinds of stuff on it, but it definitely catches fish, guys. I've been destroying them right there on that Googan Squad frog. But nice fish. Gonna get a picture real quick probably and release them back into the water. Next up, I'm gonna have to go with this crankbait. And guys, if you watch my videos earlier this year, me and my dad had one of the best days on Lake St. Clair ever for smallmouth bass. I'm not even joking. We caught over 100 smallmouth bass in one day on this crankbait. It's a DD10 Rapala in the mule. I'm not gonna get this out just because it's packaged really nice, but check that out. It's almost like a crawdad style color. And let me tell you guys, those smallmouth bass love this crankbait. Basically what you're doing with it, you're throwing it out, reeling it down to the depth and letting it bounce on the bottom against that sandy bottom on Lake St. Clair. even if you find weeds, you can reel this down to the weeds, make sure it's hitting weeds the whole time, and yank it out of the weeds. Usually when you yank it out of the weeds, that's when you're gonna get that reaction bite. So I really like that crankbait. Probably one of my favorite crankbaits to date. Fish. Yes, on the crankbait. I just picked it up, first cast at this new spot. Fish on.
It's a nice one too.
Yeah, it is. Well guys, we just pulled up to this new spot. We're working this point right here. My dad was just saying points are really good this time of year. And frickin' bam, first cast with the DD10 crankbait, guys, mule color. We're destroying them on this crankbait today. It's frickin' a blast. But beautiful smallmouth bass. These things are super fun to catch. They always put up a really good fight. But this one's super gold looking too. That's awesome.
It's awesome looking fish.
Yeah, nice fish. We're gonna put him back.
Yeah.
See ya, Smalley. But next up, we got a couple different Googan squad stuff in here. But next up is the Googan squad clickbait. You guys can see that right there. It's the white one. And actually what me and Blue Jays do, Blue Jays Outdoors, he actually custom hand paints these pink. And they are just crazy, guys. I don't know what it is about that pink, but I just give some of the lures to Blue Jays Outdoors, or whenever I'm fishing with him, he'll dye it pink. All the skirt right there, he'll put it in pink dye. And I don't know what it is about the pink, but it is crazy good, guys. Those largemouth bass love pink, and not a lot of people throw pink. So we'll he'll either order these white clickbaits, white frogs, or white swim jigs, and he'll color them pink. And the bass love them, guys. You probably know how to throw this. It's just like the jackhammer. I'm throwing it out and reeling it in, and that blade on the front has a ton of vibration, and those bass just love it. They always think it's our fault. Yeah, that's a big one too. Yeah, felt like a big one. You got it going. Fish on. And it's a largemouth on this pink clickbait, guys. Pretty nice one, guys. We're just working these docks right here out on Lake St. Clair, throwing these pink Googan squad clickbaits. Today has been a pretty tough bite. We've been out here for probably like 4 hours or longer, and this is our third fish of the day. We've been pretty much going all over the lake trying to find smallmouth, and the smallmouth just aren't biting. They're not cooperating. So me and Blue Jays thought we'd go with the good old pink lures and fish canals and all these docks, and we're catching a couple, guys, just working that pink clickbait right there. Pretty cool, just like we're doing up north in northern Michigan. So really nice largemouth bass. Gonna get a picture real quick and put him back. All right, guys, just another look before I release him. A beautiful largemouth bass out here on Lake St. Clair. It's pretty cool too. I haven't really ever came out here and went just for largemouth. So today's plan, the smallmouth didn't work out. We've been out here for a little while now, going for smallmouth. And it's been tough, guys, but we're grinding it out. We're trying to find some largemouth now because we've never really done that before out here on St. Clair. So we're gonna continue to work all these docks and try to catch them. But next up, we got the Googan Squad Buzzbait, the Hummer. And guys, this thing absolutely destroyed some huge bass this year. Me and Blue Jays Outdoors were up north just on a crazy topwater bite for, like I said, probably like, I don't know, 3 to 5 months. It seemed like no joke. It was a long time we were on a top water bite, but I really like throwing this Hummer. It's a great buzz bait, just throwing out, reeling in slow, letting that blade on the front create a ton of noise on the surface. But I really like this buzz bait.
Don't they spawn twice in Florida?
Like 2 to 3 times. Oh, right at the boat. Oh. Well guys, this bass actually just hit right at the boat on this Googan Squad buzzbait, guys. He absolutely drilled that. Almost swallowed it. You can see that. It's like down his throat. But not a giant. It's a beautiful largemouth bass. So he was angry too. He was chasing after it. Super hungry fish. But he drilled that Googan Squad buzzbait, the Hummer. Black and blue. Beautiful largemouth bass here up north. So nice one. We're still looking for that big one. We probably caught, I don't know, anywhere from like 8 to 10 fish, maybe like 10 to 12. But we're still looking for that huge bass, guys. No big ones today. We're catching a bunch of like solid 2 to 3 pounders. So hopefully we can catch that one giant. Next up is the Biospawn Exo Swim, the 4.75 right there. And if you guys have been watching my channel earlier this year, I actually got this on Shop Karl's. I figured I would try out some new swim baits this year. And no joke, the first time I ever used this swim bait right here, it was game on Lake St. Clair. We were just catching straight tanks, like 4 to 5 pounders. I caught a couple 6 pounders on this swim bait. It is the Biospawn Exo Swim. What you're doing is just throwing out, letting it sink to the bottom, and just crawling it super slow along the bottom. And I don't know what it is about this one, but it just seems like it caught me a ton of big smallmouth this year. And I really, really have a ton of confidence in this swim bait. I can't wait for next year to get out there and throw this, hopefully catch a 7 pounder. I might have had a 7 pounder on. I lost a couple really big fish on that lure right there, and it's actually the sexy shad color. I forgot to mention the color. But check out those gold flakes in the bottom. They are just incredible, guys. I don't even know what to say. This lure, or this swim bait right here, is crazy good. I really like this one. Smallie. Fish on. Feels like a tank. On the swim bait, guys. Nice one. He drilled it. We're just working some structure right now, right along bottom. And my second fish of the day on the Exo swim bait. That's sweet. Yeah. Well, guys, I got my second fish of the day on, and it is a toad. Oh, check that smallie out, guys. That's a beautiful frickin' smallie. Holy crap, he's a fatty too. He destroyed that Exo swim bait, the Biospawn swim bait. But we're just out here working some structure right now here on Lake St. Clair. We've only been out here probably 30 minutes to an hour, and I already caught 2 fish. We haven't caught a ton of fish today, but we're doing pretty good so far with the size of the fish. But that is a beautiful smallie, guys, and I'm gonna get him unhooked and put him back. But he chowed on that swim bait. That's sweet. He drilled it. Nice one. But next up is the same swim bait, but it's actually a different color, the green pumpkin pearl. And my buddy Georgia Bassmasters actually came up here to fish with me on Lake St. Clair, and we got a box from Shop Karl's to do a video on, and these came in the box, and he was throwing them, and no joke, guys, those smallmouth bass were going crazy on these. We were throwing them in shallow water along the rocks. We were actually kind of sight fishing. I'm just throwing these swim baits in here, and he caught a monster smallmouth, his personal best. I think it was 4.5 pounds. So that was super cool. Basically just throwing it out, reeling it in super slow. But that was really cool to see Marshall catch a monster, his personal best with me on that swim bait right there. But
that was a bite. I think he might be swimming towards me. Good fish, good fish. Don't worry about that. It's a big smallie. Big smallie. Big smallie. I want a net or something. You got one? Dude, it's a giant. It's a giant. You want me to boat flip him?
yeah, just bring him up here. I'll grab him. Oh, that's a good one.
Giant smallie, bro.
Oh, yes.
Golly mom.
Grab him.
Oh.
He swallowed that
Bro.
swim bait.
He didn't even hit it hard. You remember when I said it just feels like something's running with it?
Yeah, dang, that's a really nice one.
What do you think that weighs? 4?
Probably a 4-pounder. We can weigh it real quick.
Bro, that is insane. I don't want this boat up here to see what I just got it on.
Yeah.
Swim bait, baby.
Yeah, that's sweet. It's a nice one.
What a giant smallmouth. Bro.
That's sweet. First smallie ever. Oh, 4.25.
4.5? Almost?
Yeah. That's sweet, dang.
Oh my goodness, bro. I'm freaking out. I gotta have pictures, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Alrighty. Ooh. Just caught my first smallmouth bass ever in my life. Dylan Grubb, Extreme Outdoorsmen, just put me on this. We got it on a Biospawn Exo Swim 4-inch swim bait. Absolute toad. Weighed almost 4.5 pounds. It was 4.25. That is a giant. Definitely cool to be my first smallmouth ever to weigh almost 4.5 pounds.
Last but not least is the jig, and the Googan Squad Juice jig. I caught a ton of fish on this year. Me and my dad were actually up north fishing some canals, and we caught a ton of fish on these, just flipping it in the weeds and crawling it along bottom. And those largemouth bass love the jig. I don't know what it is about the black and blue up north, but those bass love the black and blue in those canals. So I really like that one right there. It works super, super good. Oh, did you see that? I was reeling it in and he grabbed it. Oh, that was sweet. Fish on the Googan Squad jig. That's a pretty cool looking bass, guys. Yeah, he's got a bunch of dots on him. Bunch of black dots. That's sweet. Well, guys, me and my dad are having a frickin' day out here, and we're just throwing those black and blue jigs. I just caught this one. I was working around these logs over here, and I was actually stuck in the weeds, and I yanked it off the weeds, and I started reeling it in, and I just saw him, this bass, destroy that Googan Squad Juice jig, the black and blue Googan Squad, and I got a Havoc on the back. These are always really good baits. A Havoc Pit Boss, but he destroyed that black and blue jig. Pretty cool, guys. Having a blast out here on Saginaw Bay today, catching some beautiful largemouth. All right, gonna put him back. Pretty cool looking bass. He's got a bunch of black spots on him. But that pretty much wraps up today's video. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. It means a ton. And make sure to go hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with all my YouTube videos. Really means a lot to me. And we will see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, guys.